Hey guys, Robin here, and welcome to another movie review. So a lot of you may be familiar with film director Paul Verhoeven. He is known for directing movies that are very gory and have a lot of nudity. Two of his most famous films are RoboCop and Total Recall. He also made Basic Instinct and Showgirls. And he also made the subject of today's review, Starship Troopers, starring Casper Van Dien, Neil Patrick Harris, Jake Busey, Dina Meyer, Denise Richards, and Michael Ironside. Now, this movie is set in the far future where 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 fascism or something similar to it has replaced democracy. And if my copy looks a bit faded, then that's because of the lighting situation. Yeah, Starship Troopers. Yeah. Uh, Basically, the movie is basically it's essentially a propaganda film the that the Federation would have made because everyone in the movie is handsome or attractive. There's like hardly any ugly people. Well, Jake Busey, there is Jake Busey in this movie. He's the son of Gary Busey, and he plays a violin in this movie. He plays two, a normal wooden one and a plastic glowing green one. Yeah. Anyway, this movie came out in 1996, and in true Verhoeven fashion, it is extremely gory and it does not skimp on the nudity. In fact, it's a very infamous showering scene where all the people in the movie were naked, which is fan service. And they only agreed to do the scene if Paul Ver if and they jokingly told Paul Verhoeven that they would only film the scene if Verhoeven also directed it while in the buff. And to their surprise, he said okay and dropped his pen. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. Now the acting. Well, I mean, yeah. So since this is essentially like a propaganda film, the movie is like intercut with like other things that show how this future works. Like there's no lawyers, and a murderer was captured, sentenced, and executed in the same day, which was being broadcast live. And the movie opens with like the attempted invasion of Klendathu, which is the name of the bug planet, and 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 yeah, like not even like a minute in, we see some poor guy get ripped in half by a bug creature, and people getting like impaled and yeah. Yeah, but one of my like, favorite of the little intercuts is there's like a bunch of little kids stomping on cockroaches, and the teacher is watching like like that. It's just like it's just this movie is just making fun of propaganda films, and this movie is just making fun of propaganda films, and the Federation is basically kind of like it it does that like the movie does that thing where it has like where it's kind of like making itself look to be like a stand-in for the Nazis, um, which is hammered into our brains, and then it is promptly, and then it is promptly shot into our heads with a cannonball when Neil Patrick Harris starts wearing a very SS-ish outfit, and yeah, and this was one of Patrick Harris's first movies. This came out in '96, so this was long before Harold and Kumar. And when he played Barney Stinson on How I Met Your Mother. So Starship Troopers, well, the acting and writing, for what kind of movie this is, they're okay. But then we get into the special effects. Now the bugs are all, well, most of the bugs are rendered in CG. Now, for 1996, when this movie came out, the bugs look okay. They look, in fact, the CG is on par with another sci-fi invasion movie from '96 called Mars Attacks. In fact, the the CG looks very similar, but there is like some shots where characters are blasted by fire from the bugs. But and the CG fire, I mean, well, I mean, granted, the CGI fire in Mars Attack wasn't too good either. But the CG fire in Starship Troopers, it's kind of a step down. And also, this movie wasn't very popular back when it came out. It didn't. It was it bombed at the box office. And it got mixed reviews at best. And yeah, and a lot of people who saw it were very mixed. Like some people thought it was good, others thought it was crap. But for me, I would say this is standard fare for a Paul Verhoeven movie. But I haven't seen all Total Recall, and this may piss a lot of you off, but I haven't seen RoboCop. Yeah, but I have seen Starship Troopers, and I liked it. I did. Granted, the climax was a bit like, oh my goodness. The one thing that I didn't like about the movie was how it handled the climax. Ugh. And ugh. Yeah. Basically, the movie's okay, except for how it handles the climax, and yeah, that was like bullshit. And yeah, so I do kind of recommend Starship Troopers if you're into like Paul Verhoeven's movies like gory, like over the top gore and such, like satire. But yeah, yeah, there is this one in fact the whole like war thing against the bugs it because they supposedly wiped out Buenos Aires, but it's never confirmed. But it's never actually confirmed if it was actually the bugs or if it was just some random meteor that happened to be in the right place at the right time. And that's intentionally left vague, which is a nice touch. And yeah, I do recommend this one, but I'd recommend if you have like a weak stomach and you're not any like sensitive to seeing gore and such, I'd give this a pass. It's like a gorehound movie. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Sci-Fi Sundays. Which, by the way, I mean, The movie I planned is a good one. Peace.